Today we're at Lee Valley for my second crit race of the 25 season. Guys, welcome back to The What Life. Let's roll. I am very much looking forward to summer cycling, NorCal. I don't think you'd survive a winter in the UK. Not really the day for it. Weather said it was meant to be clear, well, dry all day. Definitely not dry. This does not play into my hands of getting into the bike racing vibe. We've got about 40 minutes before the race starts, but I think most of that is going to be spent inside staying dry. Let's go get it. It's a wet one today, which obviously fills me with a few more nerves than usual. Race number 3, second of the 2025 calendar. Yeah, do forgive me if I say that, you know, the conditions make me a little bit more nervous. We're at Lee Valley, so I've never ridden here before, but I'm looking forward to it because I could have turned around, but I didn't. I need to stick to this. Never ridden down here before, but yeah, it's mildly damp. That's quite a forgiving way to describe it. Let's go sign on. Hey guys. Nice. I never raced here before. Hey, nice to meet you, man. Sorry, Matt. Left my bib number in the car. This is my warm-up, a little warm-up jog. All right, transponder on the bike. I've got about 20 minutes. It's soaking wet. I need to get my kit on and get sorted. These boys are racing today, which I'm looking forward to. How old are you boys?
16. I'm 17.
16 and 17, brilliant.
It'll be good fun today.
I'm looking forward to it, yeah.
It's just the weather's not the best.
Any advice for racing at Lee Valley in the wet?
I've never raced in the wet.
Okay.
It's quite fast, flowy as well. I would say stay up in the front.
That's always everyone's advice.
Yeah.
Everyone's advice, always get near the front.
Yeah.
What about, are there any like sharp corners that come back, or is it just quite flowy?
It's
over there.
Yeah.
two hairpins.
Okay.
So you're kind of like
Hairpins is in.
like
like a U-turn.
like a 180,
Yeah.
yeah, like a U-turn.
Yeah.
It can be quite tight and fast front, so just be a bit cautious today.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Gloves or no gloves?
I'm gonna bring gloves.
Gloves.
Yeah.
Gloves. I'm wearing gloves. Yeah, that's about it. Right, we'll let you know how many people end up turning up to this, but I got to get my kit sorted because I am late. Get your aerobics in whilst we're doing this. Right, I got to hurry up. Just been told my numbers are on the wrong way, so we'll have to swap that one out. Transponder on the bike. That's sorted. If the young kids are going out for a warm-up, then I'm going out for a warm-up. Gloves. I'm not sure why, but I'm pumped and excited for this one. I don't know whether it's because it's Lee Valley, I don't know whether it's because this is a week after my first one, but I'm more excited than nervous, and even like, you know, given the weather, that's quite nice. I would like to get onto the track and have a bit of a roll around, and we got about 10 minutes I think until we can go and do that. I don't know why I'm telling you that. That's probably not even true. I'm gonna go hang out with the 18-year-old, 17, 16-year-old kids and just do what they do, because I think they've raced here a few times, and I'm always looking for a bit of inside info, but don't know what to say other than the track looks quite damp. I think he's doing loops. It's not a bad shout. Just as a heads up for anyone The race down at Odds Down was £14. This race was £24, and parking for 3 hours at Lee Valley car park is 15 quid. So all in all, that's, you know, 30, 40 quid to come and ride here and race here, but I'm in it, in for a penny, in for 40 quid. Maybe 20 riders I've seen dive onto the track, and that's what we are starting with. Obviously a few more maybe just rolling around. Yeah, like 25 people. Oh, I'm late to the start line. Today's going to be a horrible one. Okay, let's dive into the bike, and I'm going to keep this section nice and short because obviously, as you can see, I'm running an Insta360X4, which is a 360 camera, but I have the lens guards on it, and in bad weather, bad choice. Run it without the lens guards because they collect water and they also fog up, you know, quite a bit. So we've gone from last week, Odd Down, where I've been sat at the back, very reactionary. This week was a completely different story, almost the opposite story, where I'm in the group, I end up at the front of the group. As you can see, I ride at the front way more than probably needed. My positioning just, you know, I'm enjoying it, it's a lot of fun, but I get caught out a lot. A lot of guys go up the road, and then I felt like I was the one being used to bring them back. So that's my story of the race, was kind of riding at the front, moving to the back of the group, and then, not the back, kind of mid-back of the group, and then when I was kind of sat back there for a bit, trying to recover, trying not to do too much work, I was missing the brakes, and then I was having to chase, you know, the front of the chase group to get back on, and that's what it felt like for me. And then, so there is a very interesting point in this race that I'm just going to highlight, and this is the only thing we're going to talk about because obviously the footage isn't exactly what I was hoping for the day. On the right there we have a Lacole rider, and he's really interesting because there's two guys wearing the Lacole skin suits, and it's a cool little moment because his buddy goes up the road with another guy. I was sat in the middle or the back of the pack when it happened, and these two guys are up the road. I'm here, and you can probably just make out me chatting to him in the group, being like, "Oh, are we going to bring them back?" And he turns back to me and he goes, "Well, that's my teammate up the road." That's all he says. Like, you know, he kind of sticks his tongue out laughing. Being, "Well, that's my why would I?" I realised he was quite a strong rider. I was like, he'd be a good guy to work with. A lap later, you can just about make out that he's at the front of the pack, and I realise he's slowing the pack down. I'm not sure if everyone else realised. So when I go past, I give him a nudge on the arm, and I'm like, "Oh, mate, like, stop it, that's naughty." Because he's basically getting to the front of the group and then just slowing the group down on the straight, and that's how the two riders basically end up getting away. And that's the race for you guys. Next time I'll do better.
Oh, my legs are fucked. Yeah, I spent way too many times trying to chase moves down. Yeah, I was just sprinting the whole time. That last lap, I saw everyone. I was like, "Where the fuck did you come from?" Yeah, I haven't seen you all day. Exactly. That was hard work. That's alright. How are you? I'm good.
We're going to put that one down as another success. That was a good one.
Is that you?
It was me, about an hour and a half ago.
It was good. Yeah, fine. I haven't really done much, like, outside. I'm mainly doing a lot of stuff and focusing on track at the moment, so I haven't done like any like outside stuff at the moment. But it was actually quite nice. It was fine. A bit soggy.
Yeah. Do you often have to ride with guys, or do you reckon?
Yeah.
Is that just
Well, because
what
I'm
it
a
is?
first cat, so if you're first cat women, they don't like. It's quite hard to find races that you can do. So I do. I generally find I jump in with guys, which, to to be honest, it's really good practice.
Yeah.
It's just like a lot more, like you have to be on the gas a lot more, so you can do less practice on your racecraft, which is a bit tricky.
As in, you're just focusing on just like.
Yeah, well, because like in that I'm not sure. I couldn't ride it like a women's race. I would want to attack. I would want to be a lot more aggressive. But in this, I know if I try and attack and be super aggressive, I'm just gonna like.
Get chased down.
Easy. It's so easy to everyone just chase down. And so you just have to be like it's really good practice to just like staying really close on wheels and actually riding efficiently in a group.
Yeah.
Because like if you mess up and you're too far out, it's just so much more work to get back on than in a women's race.
Yeah. And then a bit like how we lost the 2 off the front in that race.
Yeah. Well, that's annoying because you're always like, oh, I like looked down and I was like, well, we've got like half an hour. I don't really think it's going to stay away. And then they were
like a lap ahead of us by the end.
Exactly.
It stayed away. I am very cold now. Debrief in a second. I went from last week probably sitting too far back and being a bit too reactionary to this week probably sitting too far forward and trying to do too much, because at last lap I was dead man cycling. That was still good though. I don't handle the cold very well, as you can probably tell. I am very much looking forward to summer cycling, NorCal. I don't think you'd survive a winter in the UK. Another great race. Enjoyed it. If I can get those done on days like today and have fun, boy, I can't wait till the summer, because it's going to be that, but like enjoyable. That felt hard for me, like especially the last few laps. Probably doing a little bit too much in that race. Not going to complain though, because survived another one and we live to tell the tale. So Odd Down, enjoyed it. Lee Valley, Odd Down ironically has more flowy corners, whereas and the U-turns at Odd Down, like they don't last that long. You kind of come into the corner, U-turn back on the power. Here, some of the corners that you have to kind of come around and come off the pedals take a little bit longer. One of the corners I completely did not get the hang of, so I was terrible on, and it's the one where you have to kind of kick out of it, so that didn't work well for me, especially on the last lap. But the ups and downs of Lee Valley made it a little bit more hard work than that kind of Odd Down flowy but then kick at either end. Anyway, you don't want to hear me yabber on. Lee Valley on a hot day, I reckon is going to be awesome. On a cold day, it's still fun. Right guys, that's this one wrapped up. Thanks for joining in. Please do like, subscribe. We've got road racing 23rd of February down in Poole in Dorset, and then more crit races, lots of crit races. See you on another one soon.